Hey guys, what's up? Sam Michael 1 here, and we're back with another Pro Overwatch news with another roster analysis. Today, we're doing the Boston Uprising. The Boston Uprising, they went 1-1 in the preseason. They defeated the Shanghai Dragons 3-2. I'm pretty sure 3-2 or 3-1. And they lost to the New York Excelsior 3-1. So, they did a lot better than people expected them. They expected Boston to be the absolute worst team, a joke team, not sure what their roster is. To be honest, I still don't know what their roster is. I still don't know how they made that roster work. I still don't know how they took a map off New York, and I still don't know how they beat Shanghai. That's partially why I put Shanghai at the bottom. But I put Boston at number 7 because, well, they're surprising in a lot of ways. So, I guess let's go over their roster. So, for their DPS, they have Dream Casper, Striker, and Mistakes. For the tanks, they have Gamesu, Note, and Kalios. For their healers, they have Snow, Neko, Avast, and Calyx. So, let's go over their DPS really quick with their individual achievements. And again, I'll only say the tournaments that each player played in if they're major or premier. I won't go over minors, weeklies, or monthlies. So, let's start with number 7, Striker. Striker is a Korean DPS player who has played Tier 2 Korea until his team qualified for Apex Season 4. He individually always played well and is an upcoming star in the Overwatch League. Striker has played for Ace White and Rock's Orcas. Results with the Orcas in Overwatch Apex Season 4, they finished 13th through 15th, going 0-3 in their group. Striker has not played too much in terms of competitive esports, but as the season progresses, I could see him becoming one of the best in the league. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of info on Striker myself because I didn't really watch the Orcas play too much, but in the preseason, he did seem to be Boston's best player. At least one of them. So, moving on to number 2, Mistakes. Mistakes is a Russian Tracer player who always played Tier 2 or bottom Tier 1 until Contenders. When this event rolled around, he stood out as one of the best DPS players in EU. Mistakes has played for Too Much Video Games, Pretz, Rocks, Slav Squad. I knew I was going to do that. Slav Squad, 1-2-3, and Team Russia 2017. Results with 1-2-3. In Contender Season 0, he finished 2nd with a 1-4 loss to E United. Results for Russia in the 2017 Katowice qualifiers, he finished 3rd through 4th with an 0-3 loss to South Korea. Mistakes is a proven Tracer player, but with the Uprising, he only seems to be a bench player for right now. I think he'd benefit if he got traded or waited for the next Overwatch League expansion for them to expand to. I'm assuming next will be 14 teams or 16 teams, whichever they want. And he might be better off getting moved to one of those teams or not signing with the Uprising again and just being the Tracer player for someone else, because he seems like he's going to be the backup for Striker. And you're not using him to his full potential there. So, we'll move on to number 28. Probably one of the most surprising people who got signed, Dream Casper. Dream Casper is an American DPS player who was never too well known in the Overwatch scene, usually playing in Tier 2 and bottom Tier 1. He also mostly didn't play pro until 2017, so he's slightly new to the scene. And yeah, Dream Casper has played for Spicy Boys and Tempo Storm. Results with Tempo in the Overwatch Pit NA, they finished 11th through 12th, going 1-4 in their group. In the Overwatch Rumble, April, they finished 9th through 12th, going 1-2 in their group. In Overwatch Contender Season 0, they finished 13th through 16th, going 0-1-5 in their group. Dream Casper never had a lot of success in the pro scene, and he's going up some of the he's going up against some of the best in the world and NA. He needs to bring his best day in and day out to prove he belongs here in the Overwatch League. And in the preseason, he did just that. He proved that well, I don't know if it's the preseason, but he proved he's at least capable of staying there. He proved that he is a capable DPS player. We'll see if that sticks. He's going to need all the help he can get, though, on his team. One of his problems that I did notice, though, watching him, He literally stood in the same spot every single team fight. He would not. He was a rock. He would not move. If he died and the team actually won the fight, he would just go right back to the spot he died in. He didn't care. I don't know if that's just inexperience or if that was just Boston's game plan and they had no other game plan and he was pressured to going back. Either way, that's something they need to fix. So, they're flex players, even though I said these two were tanks. They really aren't. They're flex tanks. Number 3 is Note, who's 19 years old. Note is a Canadian Tier 2 flex player whose teams never did particularly well in Tier 1 play. Note has played for Huckleberry, Toronto Esports, and not a Pug team. With Toronto, the only major tournament he's ever played in was Overwatch Contender Season 0, where he finished 9th through 12th, going 1, 2, and 3 in the group. Note had a lot of success in Tier 2, but he could never really make it to the next step. He has an opportunity here in the Overwatch League to do so. I'm not too well versed on Toronto Esports, so I don't know too much about him. Number 18, Kalios, who is 19 years old. Kalios is a Korean flex tank, and in oh my god, I'm restarting. Kalios is a Korean flex tank in Korea, Korean flex tank in Korea. It hasn't played too much in the way of pro play. He played mostly for a Tier 2 team who didn't even compete in Apex. Kalios has played for WNV Teamwork and a Freak of Freaks Blue. WNV Teamwork is a team he mostly played with who never even competed in Apex or Challengers. But with a Freak of Freaks in Apex Season 4, I'm probably saying their name wrong, but I don't care. Apex Season 4, they finished 9th through 12th, going 1 and 2 in the group. Kalios is a decently skilled flex player and can hopefully bring success to Boston. I'm saying decently skilled because I'm not too well versed with his playstyle, but I know in the preseason, he did play pretty good. So let's move on to their only main tank. Number 1, Gamsu, 22 years old. Gamsu is a Korean main tank who is an outstanding player and is an outstanding player who played for an average team. He's probably the most skilled player for Boston despite being a tank player. Gamsu has played for Kanbok Spirit. Results for Kanbok Spirit in Apex Season 1, they finished 9th through 12th, going 1 and 2 in their group. Apex Season 2, they finished 13th through 16th, going 1 and 2 in their group. And Apex Season 3, 7th through 8th, he finished 0 and 2 in the second group. Gamsu definitely was the hard carry for his team in the first 2 seasons of Apex and could possibly need to do this again for his current team, as I'm not sure if Boston will have what it takes without Gamsu. Now let's go on to their many supports. Number 10, Snow. Snow is an Ethiopian main support Tier 2 player. Like most others, he has never had too much success with this team. Snow played for Toronto Esports and Hard Retweet. Results for Toronto Esports in Overwatch Contender Season 0, they finished 9th through 12th, going 1, 2, and 3 in the group. Snow seems to be the worst support on his team, but that just means he has the best chance at surprising us. I really had to dig hard to find something positive to say for him, because he really played bad in the preseason. He just seemed like he was just lost. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to someone who's pretty much the better support, I would say. Number 9, Kelix. Kelix is a Danish main support player who is pretty experienced and has grinded a lot with a few teams. He will likely receive a lot of playtime for Boston. I'm saying that because he's probably going to play over Snow. Kelix has played for Flawless Laners, Fragsters, Grand Danos, Team Singularity, and Team Denmark 2017. Results for Team Singularity in the Overwatch Championship EU, they finished 5th through 6th with an 0-2 loss to Misfits. Overwatch Contender Season 0, they finished 5th through 6th with a 3-2 win over Movistar Riders. Contender Season 1, they finished 6th with a 2-5 record. So, results for Team Denmark in 2017 Shanghai World Cup qualifiers, they finished 5th through 6th, going 1-1-1 in their group. Kelix has grinded through tiers 2 and 1 to become recognized and is now getting a shot in the highest level of play possible in Overwatch. So, hopefully he doesn't blow his chance. Number 8 is Neko. Neko is a Korean flex support and is pretty new to the Overwatch scene in general. Despite this, he's used to LAN, so he will hopefully do well in the league. I say this because Neko has played for NC Foxes. And results for NC Foxes, in Apex Season 4, they finished 4th place with an 0-4 loss to Cloud9 Kongdu. However, let me just say really quick, and them finishing in 4th place, they had probably the easiest schedule out of anybody in Apex. So do not think that the NC Foxes were the 4th best team in contender or in Apex, because they really weren't. I think Lunatic High was probably the 4th best in Season 4. But anyways, yeah, Neko's team was the worst of the top 4 in Korea by far. But how much of that was his fault? His team was new and made it very far in the top Overwatch tournament worldwide, so maybe he can help do this again for Boston. Number 13, Avast. Avast is an American Lucio player who grinded out of Tier 2 and joined a good Tier 1 team. Like others on his team, he has a lot to prove with this season. Avast has played for Huckleberry, Bird Noises, Hammers Esports, and LG Evil. Results for LG in the Overwatch Carbon series, they finished 2nd with a 1-3 loss to Immortals. In Overwatch Pit NA, they finished 5th through 6th with a 1-2 loss to Team Liquid. Overwatch Rumble April, they finished 4th with an 0-2 loss to Selfless. Overwatch Contender Season 0, they finished 7th through 8th with an 0-3 loss to FaZe. Due to their Contender Season 0 results, he couldn't play in Season 1 for Team LG. Hopefully his team doesn't suffer the same fate, missing the playoffs altogether, although I have them ranked at 7th, so I have them missing the playoffs again by that much. They seem to have 3 main supports, by the way, and 1 flex support. That is a problem. Pros, they played well together in the preseason. Cons, they have no proven talent whatsoever besides Gamsu. I'm placing Boston this high because this team is full of surprises. I thought they'd be bottom 3, but after seeing them play, they can make a playoff push pretty easily, I feel. This team could also fall apart completely. We'll have to see what happens. Also, why do you have 3 main supports? Why do you have Snow, Avast, and Kelix, and only 1 flex with Neko? Why? I'm really asking you, why did they do this? Why did they even bring Snow? He's the worst of them all. He really is the worst main support, so why have 3 of them? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm so confused with their support situation. I don't get it. Striker's probably going to miss very few games, and Mistake's going to have very little playtime. Well, I think Mistakes will have to specialize on a soldier, but Dreamcasper specializes on soldier and maybe McCree, I think. So I don't see. They also don't really have a projectile hero then, unless Dreamcasper can play Genji or Pharah. I'm not sure. I don't really remember Boston's games too well. And again, 1 main tank. I don't like having teams having 1 main tank because that means there's no flexibility. If Gamsu's having an off day, he has to struggle through. So you have no one to fill shoes in, but they made sure everyone besides Gamsu and Neko has someone that can fill in their shoes, or fill in for them if they're having an off day, so I don't get that. Well, I guess we'll have to see how they do. So, that's the roster analysis for the Boston Uprising. Next time, we'll do the roster analysis for a team I might have ranked a little too low, but I'm sticking with it for now, the New York Excelsior. They'll have to prove me wrong. See you guys then. See ya!